Hope everyone is doing great so far. We will be doing something more exciting in this chapter. We will learn how we can animate the values inside our shader. With this chapter, we will start very basics of the animation. We will learn how we can blink the lights. We will learn how we can animate the visibility of a shape over time. So far we have learned how to create the patterns like lines, squares, plus signs, circles, diffuse circles, which is great for learning how to start creating the patterns, but it's not that too exciting. So let's do more exciting things in this chapter. And to create this animation in our Unity scene, we will try to replicate the bokeh effect. Bokeh effect is an effect that is produced by shallow depth of field, and the area that is not in focus gets this shape which we call bokeh effect. The shape of the lights is usually the shape of the aperture of your lens. Usually we have the lens and the aperture in a circular shape. That's why we get circular bokeh, but we can also create different type of shapes of bokeh by placing a cutout of paper in front of your lens. So in this example, a star shape have been put in front of the camera, and in this example, a cutout of heart shape is placed in front of the camera. So we will use this image for our example, and there are so many lights in this scene. We want to mimic a dense effect, but we will try to use as less resources as possible to create good looking effect. So what we will do is we will create some of the lights in front of this image, which we will animate using our shader, and we will use this image in the background that will give us a more denser bokeh effect. Let's get back to Unity. So here I have done some homework for you. I took out the not too exciting part which I did, and you can do it as an assignment. What I have done so far is there are certain shapes in front of this image card that is in the background. And I have created 9 different duplicate copies of this square. I have placed them at a distance. I have separated them from each other a little bit. After that, what I did, I created a new material. I created this new material and I duplicated it as many times as I duplicated the plane. And this is to give a different property of the material to every plane, so that every light will animate in a different time and it will have a different color. After that, in the shaders, I have created a copy of this circle shader, and I have called this copy as circle blinking. What I have done so far is just the name change, so that I can select the shader in the material. So here is our material, and it has selected 08 circles blinking. I have not done any code change, which I will be doing in this chapter, but this was the homework that I did. And either you can do it by yourself again for the practice, or you can use the scene inside the scenes folder called as chapter 8 bokeh. Another thing that I have done is I have created a copy of a group under which I placed all these different planes. And to give a more denser effect, I have rotated this complete group and moved it at the back of group 1. So now we have 18 different planes, 9 in each group. And what it looks like in the scene is this. And there is a plane in the background that has image that we pasted. And even without the plane, it looks a lot denser. There is so much bokeh effect going on in the scene. So now we will start writing our shader. We will click on circle blinking, and we will start writing a new function. We will call it draw animated circle. Or we will call it draw circle animate. So now we have created this function inside our shader, and before we start writing our code, we will understand in the blackboard that what we are going to do. So we know that we want to create the blinking lights. What does that mean is over time, its visibility will change. So if it is completely visible at the beginning at time 0, after certain interval, its visibility will decrease. And after certain interval,